that who was mentioned he wanted to play some Komang teleport, right? But he opts to go for the flash this time here. The Komang teleport might be a little bit too much cooking, but we see you here take the stun Marco Polo 2, kind of going ahead and matching what Zain gone ahead and did last game here with the stun. I guess since he played against it, he figured out, wow, that was pretty good actually, right? So he goes ahead and locks that in here. But here we go, the Gojo skin on Hoon here, very, very exciting. One of the best skins in the game here. And let's get this game on the road.
Yes, and right away, Hoon actually starts off aggressive here. So he's going to get the initial clear, and Lomax opting to go for the help onto Alonso here, and this is going to be contesting Alo. They start off good on the bot side.
Yeah, he has the smite, so it makes a lot of sense for Zhongfei to go ahead and start with that one there and remove a camp away from BTK's side here. I will have to say though, Komang, one of the strongest, surprisingly, early game skirmishers, as he's able to get his passive in, which is kind of like another ability there. Level 1 is extremely strong. Speaking of extremely strong here, everyone, wow, look at that Shark barely getting away from the extremely strong gank here from Lomax, as he has to burn his flash and leave him with 1 HP.
Yep, the ult just in time here, and with the jump shot, they will be able to push Lomax back for a little bit, but this guarantees the Firehawk, or maybe not, there is a TP coming down, and this has to be the jungler, right? Best player? Nope, it's not him. It is Hoon who actually TP'd down. But with that being said, now Alo Gaming, they want to focus on the farm here. They already have a 200 gold lead, not the biggest, but it is going to start snowballing.
So I'm very curious how Alonso goes ahead and plays this early game on the Hanshin. We know Hanshin as one of the most mobile heroes in the game, with up to, I think, 4 dashes if you use your abilities right here. And let's see how he goes ahead and uses this, as he looks like Lomax is dropped low, forced to go ahead and have the Battlefield Command used on him instead. Usually you want to use it on the Hanshin, but that ends up saving Lomax's passive though, as we mentioned in the past, has a really, really long cooldown.
Yes, but he did have to burn the flash. So BTK recognized that there is a deficit in terms of the common spells on the side of Alo Gaming. They're looking for an opening here. And Mobazane as well as Shark, they're going to try and run down you there. A lot of damage coming down. He's not level 4 yet, so there is no Fever Barrage to save his life.
Fano in the early game definitely has the advantage in lane here against the Marco Polo. He's able to jump away and dodge that skill 1, as well as land his damage, which is targeted, right? Marco Polo is not going to be able to go ahead and dodge that one.
Yes, and right now, everything being wrestled back into control by the side of BTK, taking the touch bars, taking the space sprites, and also maybe taking away the spike tail beast at the bottom side. Looks like Mobazane is working on that.
Super even game so far. Looks like Hoon's just kind of, you know, doing housekeeping mid, just clears the wave and then roams up. As we see another fight come out here. Another Battlefield Command comes out here onto Yule. Gets him a little bit of shield here. Shark looks like he's in trouble here. We know he does not have flash here. He's going to maybe barely get it back in time. No, does not get it in time there because he burnt that flash earlier in the initial dive.
Yeah, first blood going into the hands of Alonso, but there is a potential of a return here. Fried Chicken and Hoon working hard, will not have enough damage to be able to force Hoon to use his ultimate. But Lomax is low. Does he have his passive? He does have it, I believe.
Wow.
Will not be forced out just yet. And now the counter attack. Mobazane in danger, and that's gonna be 2 kills for the price of nothing on the side of Alo Gaming.
Alonso's so ahead here. Level 7 goes in and dives in. There's not much you can do, especially when he has backup from the likes of you and the Zhongfei there. He gets caught out here and goes down. We're starting to see Alonso go ahead and propel himself early game here. This game he's opting to play a little bit safer, not going for the invades, going ahead and farm up and playing for those ganks, and that's working out a lot better than last game already.
Definitely, and you can start to see that both teams, they're looking for that advantage. Here comes a TP, Battlefield Command, the stun comes in as well. Fried Chicken is doing his best under the tower, but it's just not enough. And Alo Game, this time they get a killing spree. Not only that, they get a secondary kill onto Mobazane as well. Shark is trying to buy time for the team. Best player 1 has arrived. Can they get some return? Can they get a consolation prize? Will not happen, as Alo Gaming stand 4-0.
Wow, what a great early info game. That's why that combination is picked together. The Hanshin's able to maneuver the map so efficiently, and to be able to, you know, kind of always call in the lead bank to actually help him out there when he needs it. Like right there, where he needs a little bit more juice to take someone out, he's able to do so. And dude, this is the kind of like a classic combo we have not seen in a while, right? So it's nice to see it go ahead and come back out. Most teams are a little bit afraid to bust it out, but not Alo Gaming.
Yeah, I mean this is potential game point, right? And they have a safety net in the sense of a one game loss. So that's worth it to try and this is one of the most irritating heroes to play against, the Hanxing. When he's farmed out, he's hard to kill, he's very mobile, and there is a potential of a one-shot burst or a two-hit combination killing off players like Hoon. And with that, they get the setup as well with the Fever Barrage. The defense comes in and they get absolutely destroyed. Even Hoon cannot survive. Hoon and Shark, the first two to be taken down, and the map is open for the taking on the side of Alo Gaming.
Yu does end up going down, so it's not quite like they didn't go home with anything here, but Alo Gaming squarely ahead in kills. But look at the gold, Kin. What's going on? They're up 5 kills, but only 200 gold. Maybe they're prioritizing these kills too much and not really farming up efficiently.
That's true. We have to see where the major goal difference is at. And it's going to start showing in the mid lane, right? The biggest goal differential is between Hoon as well as Lomax, which is great. So Hoon needs to make sure that he manages to get a couple of kills in his favor for now. And right now, Alonso giving information for the team, but he himself wants to go in. The backup comes, and it's not going to be enough. And right now, oh, hang on, it's a shutdown. Fried Chicken turning it around, and best player 1 gets rewarded as well. On the bot side, they do manage to get rid of Mobazane as well as Shark. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but I think it's working out in favor of BTK.
He thought he had enough firepower there to go ahead and burst out Fried Chicken here. He was a little bit short there, and we were mentioning earlier the Li Bang, once he runs out of damage, he kind of doesn't do much, right? Hanxin is kind of similar as well too. They kind of they need to kill you in that one rotation, or they don't do much there. And since Fried Chicken was not able to be taken out in that initial rotation there, he was able to sustain up and take them out in that 2v2.
Yep, not ideal for the side of Alo Gaming, but BTK once again, they're starting to shut down the members on the side of Alo Gaming. This is a good habit to have. While the goal difference isn't the biggest, it's still within that 1,000 range, which is not bad.
But look at this gold, Kid. It is actually in BTK's favor. They're down 5 kills, but up 1,000 gold. We haven't seen this in a while, actually.
Yeah, so like we said, the kills don't really matter. You need to convert it into resources. You need to convert it into advantages across the map. So there is a T1, 2 towers taken from the side of BTK. They've managed to take the T1 in the mid and the T1 at the top. So this is where that gold advantage comes from. But right now, they need to make sure that they dive deeper, maybe get access into the T2s, and then they really can secure the rest of the neutral objectives.
Absolutely, and I would say while Alo Gaming is up on kills, every time they do go for kills, they have to invest a lot, right? They have to invest the Battlefield Command, displace Doxa. That's someone that's not out there farming their lane. So they are able to get kills, but they're going to be hemorrhaging farm and side lane pressure because of that.
That's right, and this is going to contribute to a little bit of difficulty later on. Oh, hang on, the bot is laid down. Does not manage to catch out Zane, but the damage is insane coming out from the rest of the team of Alo. Alo now have to run, turn tails because Yu is falling low. At the same time, rotations are coming in by Hoon. They want to catch out the farm laner. They want to catch out the mid lane as well. Dream Roam onto Lomax, and the heals do come true just in time, and the bait has been set. But can they finish this up? Because Roba Elma, oh no, it's a killing spree to get to that 1-for-1 trade. Or Marco for a channel as we hit the 8.5 minute mark. And BTK, they're just playing the map a little bit better right now.
Absolutely, they're up 2,000 gold here. They're just able to get these side lanes pressured up and grab them farm. It looks like, speaking of side lane pressure, Alonso is trying to go ahead and make up for that here by pushing in that clash lane. This is kind of what Hanxin is known for, right? Maneuvering around the map and being really annoying, stealing towers too, because he can go from one tower, from one lane to another really, really quickly here. He has the Blood Rage on him, so it has to be kind of more of a bruiser style Hanxin. Very curious to see that build. Because that usually it goes full damage, but then it used to go tank back then. This could also be a little bit of a hybrid build coming out. Very curious what Alonso's picking up there.
Yeah, we will take a look at the items in a short while, right? But at the same time, one of the weaknesses that is very readily seen on the side of Alonso is that Hanxin really consistently needs the Azure buff. And when he's not having it, the cooldown reduction is one thing, the mana regeneration is the secondary thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Luna, right? He wants to dart around the map, and that requires using abilities. And if you don't have infinite mana, like the blue buff kind of enables, you're not going to be able to, you know, have that mobility and also be ready for action all the time, right? So you're going to have to focus on securing that Azure Golem. It looks like Best Player and Fried Chicken are trying to go ahead and get that away from him, though. But I'm pretty sure Alonso got it already as he goes ahead and joins his team for this potential fight here. No, he does not actually. Okay.
Yeah, he did not get it. This is huge for the side of BTK. The board is laid down. There's a lot of damage coming in. And with the Battlefield Command, they clean house on the side of Halo Gaming. Can they get rid of Best Player? Yes, it is 3 for the price of none. And do they get back on to that Azure buff? Yes, they do. But this one goes into the hands of you. And right at the 10.5-minute mark, the timing could not have been better for Halo Gaming.
Absolutely, and we were mentioning these compositions are explosive, and look at this, when they work, they're very, very explosive. 3 for 0 on side Halo Gaming. Great board, Zhang Fei and Marco Polo combo, but it looks like fight is not over yet. Zhang Fei secures it on 1 HP and barely goes away here. You will go down for that though, because Zhang Fei is still here in the fight and really close to Unbridled Outburst, and he goes ahead and tries to take down Shark here.
Yep, this is a great sequence of events, but Alonso, he has to walk away, will be taken down. The greed is punished, this time by Hoon, who says, you have overstayed your welcome. And there is a potential for turnaround. It is now still a 1,000 goal lead for the side of BTK.
Absolutely. It looked like he was able to just get behind Lomax there, but ended up not getting behind him there to go ahead and block that ultimate. So he gets that kill there. Great pickup for Hoon here. Hoon is actually really ahead this game in gold. So we're going to definitely see him have a really nice late game here on the Calming. And hopefully, you know, if he's able to use all that gold, output a lot of damage and take out the side of Halo Gaming.
For sure. Who now did secure that Shadow Overlord for the team. Curious why Robot Elma did not use his ultimate to try and secure it. And, you know, make use of the smite as well. But, you know, we will see how this turns, because the 1,000 gold lead is still available for BTK. They start working on this T2 on the top as well.
Here's another board comes out, almost gets Zane as he flashes out, but Shark gets caught here. He's in the corner of the board. Zhang Fei jumps in, takes him out here, and it looks like Alonso has the flank here. They know Zane does not flash here. He goes ahead and gets the knockup on him, takes him out. Zane's down. Alonso will potentially go down here. No, he's on 1 HP. Hoon is in a tough spot here on the Calming. Not many people are low HP for him to go ahead and get an execute on. Oh, as he does get it on the Yi Jing though.
Yeah, but it's at the price of the whole team here, an ace for the side of Halo Gaming. And have they extended their advantage a little bit too far? It is now cut down to 500 golden advantage for BTK. And at this particular timing, they're going to start losing everything in the jungle. Azure buff going into the hands of you here. And they get rid of the Shadow Overlord as well from the side of Halo Gaming.
Surprisingly, even though Halo Gaming is up 12 kills here, they are just now catching up in that gold here. You in the early game was getting a little bit of trouble here against Zane, right? Getting bullied out a bit, but now he's hit his mid-game stride here, getting a triple kill, and then, you know, cleaning up that fight really well too here. Level 15 here on the Marco Polo, and he's only going to get stronger from here as he itemizes more and more defensively, and he's not going to be able to get one shot by the likes of Hoon or Zane.
Okay, we look at this singular kill. This was a double composition coming in on the backlines, which is why that aggression did not work out for the side of BTK, because the Fried Chicken was not in the fight. Now, it is still a map advantage for the side of BTK, and in fact, this 1v1 is not looking good for Doxa. He is going to be caught in no man's land. Hoon is coming in with the winning strategy as well. He will be able to dash out, but this should be his life. No, he gets a save. And with that being said, this provides room for the rest of Halo Gaming, especially you, to get the T2 at the bottom.
You're not getting that kill there is pretty bad because they invested 2 heroes there, right? Now they... Oh, it's going on. I don't know if it goes down to the minions there. Fatih is speeding down there, and it does clean up the wave, but that's a little bit of damage on the tier 3 for side BTK. But as we're mentioning, you know, since he's not able to secure that kill there, they kind of wasted time of 2 people for nothing. And Halo Gaming was not wasting time for sure, as Marco Polo goes ahead and actually pushes down that tier 2. And look at that. That's another great use of Battlefield Command to tank up and deny the kill from Hoon there with that ultimate.
Yeah, Halo Gaming, they cannot contest for this, right? I don't think it's a great idea. BTK will secure this for free. That's great for them. The next 90 seconds, they will have the fighting prowess. And once again, the gold is restored back neck and neck between the two teams, Halo Gaming as well as BTK.
This game more than ever shows that kills do not matter that much, guys. All right, look at this, down 12 kills, but still neck and neck in gold. You got to get these minions, ensure that you're getting kills, but farming your jungle and your lanes as well. Doxa, while he's helping out all the members of his team, jumping all throughout the map, he can't have possibly gotten that much farm compared to Fried Chicken staying in lane.
For sure. And right now, BTK is just trying to find out where is Alonso hiding. They know he does not have the Azure buff. They know that he's going to struggle with mana regeneration. If they get him down now, he'll be great. They have on him. Yep, nice ultimate with that. With the Dream Roam will be used defensively, but it could be a turn and a catch. Dream Roam onto 2 right now. The damage comes through. Hood with the winning strategy. They have gotten rid of Roba Elma. That's a big kill. Doxa as well. There is no more save value for the side of Halo Gaming. And now BTK can start to work onto the Shadow Overlord, even if there is a Primal Bond.
Absolutely. Halo Gaming committed too many ultimates there for relatively little return, right? We saw Lomax with a very narrow board that didn't really connect on much here. The Zhang Fei also, the ultimate did not really connect on much. So BTK knew they were up some crucial ultimates there and immediately turned that fight. Best player coming in with 2 Dream Roams to force a fight onto the side of Halo Gaming and taking a nice little 2-for-0.
Yep, beautiful work here. Once again, the goal difference really null at this point. The 1000 really doesn't matter. It's about the T3s. This defense needs to stay, and it will now work. T3 has been taken. A nice jump on you as well. They get the cleanup. Can they get the rest of the team though? Fried Chicken working hard on the back. He holds them off while the rest of the team is trying to clean it up. But for now, Fried Chicken now is caught in no man's land. He's the last member standing, and with a double kill by you, this could very well be time for Halo Gaming to get the recovery going.
Are they able to make anything happen big off this? Can they push a high ground off this? We don't know. They minimum will get the jungle of the side BTK because all 5 members of BTK are off the map here for a sizable amount of time, right? There's no objectives for them to push here. They're not opting to go for towers either because they do not have the minions. So they're gonna look to use this timing here as a little bit of a map reset here, right? Get the waves, go ahead, pushing in their directions again and prepare for the next objectives here. As we see Hanjin try to kind of brute force down that high ground. It's gonna be a little bit tough about minions there, but he gets a bit of chip damage on it though, nonetheless.
As much as you can, right? He's going for the full tank build here, with the Dragon Rage, with the Blood Rage, as well as the Overlord's Plate Mail. So this is all about just surviving the initial damages of BTK. And so BTK will do well for themselves if they can really get the burst down onto Alonso, because he will be that big turn condition. Alonso is the one responsible for bringing Doxa into the fights at the appropriate timing. So as long as they figure out their timing, they should be able to win the team fight. But Halo Gaming, they will not allow that for sure.
Absolutely. Alonso going ahead and building tanks, so kind of leveraging his team's damage there, like you mentioned here, leveraging Doxa damage, because Doxa does have an impressive amount of burst damage here. Speaking of damage here, board comes out, does not quite connect. Both sides are, again, they're in this moment where they know like the next fight is going to make or break them here, so they're playing really, really safe.
Oh, they need to back out now. Yu has been caught out. Dream Roam catches on there, but the backup, the backline is being exposed by Halo Gaming. Killing spree. Mobazane has been caught out. Now there is a lack of damage. Fried Chicken, first life gone on the backlines. Yu fighting 1-on-1. No, it's a 3-on-1. Excuse me, and Fried Chicken is gonna get fried. And right now, Halo Gaming, they have a 4-on-3 matchup. This is numbers advantage for them.
A lot of sanctuaries on the side of Halo Gaming. Looks like they might potentially push for the end here. They know they have more lives than their opponents here. Both Marco Polo and the Hanshin here have that revive capability coming in here. We see Monkey going with the Dream Roams here. Connect on the Lomax. Passive is not quite popped yet. He's just on a hair here, trying to go ahead and provide as much pressure as possible, but they do fend them off. And this game looks like it's on track to go to Tempest here.
Yes, definitely Tempest timing. We are at 18, close to 19 minutes. Oh, but the backline, Hoon has been caught. Can they survive? He needs to survive this for sure. One more hit will do it. Hoon makes it out safely. At the same time, the Tyrant is super low. Here comes the TP. Battlefield Command. Can they get the damage in? Will not be able to do so. First life of Yu has been taken down. Mobazane is back in the fight, but the board has been laid down. The crucial kill tab coming in from this side of Best Player 1. They're turning the fight around BTK, but Mobazane has been taken down at the same time again. again. Alonso, Doxa, and Lomax. The three of them are super low. Death timers are very long at this part of the fight. Alonso wants to get that Crimson Golem. Will not be able to do so. And the lifeline has been bought by BTK.
Absolutely here. We also see a high ground just kind of get snuck down here on the side of Alo Gaming here. Wow, look, very low Alonso there. Wait, could this be Game here? 4 down for Alo Gaming. Wait, that's Game right there, looks like. He's going to be forced to try and take out these minions here. There's a little bit of weight. Is he able to take him out? He is able to take him out, but no, that's Game. BTK just kind of sneaks that win there. It looks like they were, you know, really even, if not behind there, but just one good push from them, and they were able to secure the game. It is now 2-2.
It had to be this way, a last series of the season of Survival Week, and we have a best of 5, full 5 games with BTK now maybe on the verge of their first ever series win.
Absolutely. Alo Gaming is definitely starting to scratch their head here. They're thinking like, hold on now, guys. We start as 2-0. I was mentioning, you know, when teams get that reverse sweep momentum, it's really, really strong. They're kind of questioning themselves. Like, hey, let's stop messing with them now, guys. Let's stop playing with them. We gotta lock this down here. You know, last game, sure, you have a little bit of leeway to go ahead and, you know, experiment a bit, but now it is up to match point for both teams. It is do or die for both of them here too, to cement their legacy, as we mentioned.
And big picks, right? Coming out from BTK, look, the Kongming for the side of Hun. A lot of internal requests during his streams now put onto the pro stage has been really working its wonder. But you were also talking about the best player, Menki, plus the fried chicken Fatih.
Absolutely. And dude, I love the combo coming out from Alo Gaming.